Good morning, everyone. This is the daily devotional video for today, July 29th, 2016. And the passage that we're reading today is in the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verses 1 through 6. Okay. Now, Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the back of the desert, and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Then Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush does not burn. So when the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. Then he said, Do not draw near this place. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground. Moreover, he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. The title for the devotional today is God's Surprise Visits. I recall a time when I was faced with a particularly difficult decision. The timing, the circumstances, everything about the opportunity in front of me seemed wrong. Choosing to pursue the prospect didn't really make sense at all. Though I simply wanted to turn it down, I understood the importance of praying first. As I spent time with the Lord, He gave me a clear vision of what He expected next from my life. I accepted that seemingly illogical, ill-timed offer and reaped great blessing from my obedience. As Christians, we expect the Holy Spirit to direct our thoughts through prayer and scripture. But sometimes He may choose to intervene more directly in a person's life, as He did with me that day. God has been visiting people since the beginning. When He walked with Adam and Eve in the garden, as in Genesis 3:8, the way He reveals Himself is different in each instance. Moses saw a burning bush, whereas Samuel heard a voice at night. That's 1 Samuel 3:1-14. Yet each was clearly a divine encounter. When the Lord visits someone, He comes for a purpose. Joshua received specific and unusual instructions for defeating Jericho. That's in Joshua 5, verse 13 through 6, verse 5. Saul of Tarsus was called into ministry. That's in Acts 9. Others were warned of dangers through dreams. That's Matthew 2:12 and 13. God's personal calls are rare and unexpected. We cannot pray or fast to make Him come. He simply makes His presence known in a believer's life when He chooses. So be prepared with an open heart and willing spirit if He visits you. That's it. I love that part. It says, God's personal calls are rare and unexpected. He makes His presence known in a believer's life when He chooses. I love that. That's the devotional for today. I hope it blesses you and helps you in your Christian walk. If you have a prayer request for me, just send it to me through the email address below, and it will be prayed over repeatedly. And I'll be seeking God's face for that request. And so, hope you all have a wonderful Friday, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless you.